Hello friends, happy Friday. It's time to figure it out. I've got our budget binder here. Nope, how about our budget planner here? We've got our cash, we've got our calculator, we've got our wallet. So it is Paycheck Friday. We've got lots to discuss in this video, and at the end, stay tuned. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some new things that are coming. But we got paid, so let's see how our budget for our paycheck and our paycheck have worked out. So let's get started. Move my calculator. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I might have to move my money, but let's just move things for a second here. Let's get into our binder. I just want to show you here. This budget planner is from Kelova Plan. It's the 2025 undated one, and I absolutely love it. And I hope she never, ever, ever takes it off her site because I want to buy a new one every year. So, Heather, if you're listening, I love, love, love the budget binder. So let's get into May. We have already set up our budget, or I'm sorry, our monthly calendar, our monthly spread. We did that a couple weeks ago. So I've gone through. Today is the 15th, so this is the payday we're working with. Let me see if I can get you in a little bit closer. I don't know if it'll focus or not. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But, and I think that got you a little too close. Darn it. All right, guys, hold on one second. What if I do this? There. Hopefully you guys can see. I don't know if it'll get in focus or not, but here we are, monthly spread. The 15th, that's today. That was our payday. I went through and paid all, the next payday is not till the 29th. So all bills that are due between the 15th and the 29th have now been paid, and the check marks are put down on them. And that is the first thing I do with my paycheck, is I pay the bills that are due first. Okay? So then that'll take us to our paycheck. So we are looking at the 15th, which is today. So this is our paycheck budget. See if that helps a little bit. So every time, whoops, where's my pen? Forgot to pull my pen out. Sorry, guys. So every time I do my paycheck budget, I do these at the beginning of the month. I always budget for $1,100. We write down a budget for each of our expenses and our bills and fixed expenses. We budget out some for our debt. And then for my variable expenses. So let me show you first what we have under bills and fixed expenses. I don't know how to get you guys for it to focus, so I'm so sorry. I'm having camera issues apparently. Let's see if this helps. I know every week that I do these, I go back and look, and they're so not focused, and I feel like they look dark, and I don't know what to do to fix it. So anyways, let's get started because this is going to be a long video and we're already 3.5 minutes in. So paycheck budget. We always budget with the $1,100. I went through and paid the bills. The green and the orange tells me which account I took them out of, because I do have two accounts that I pay my bills with. This was the budgeted amount. This is the actual amount of what they cost. We budgeted for $648. Our total was $676.20. So we weren't off too far on that one. For our debt is where I do my Klarna, my Affirm, and my Afterpay. In full transparency, I will tell you that this does accrue almost weekly because I am trying to build my business. So in order to build my business, since I'm already in debt and I'm already trying to get my debt paid off, I use these these accounts where I can pay in 4 payments to help me get the supplies I need to build my business. But then I pay on them with every paycheck, as you guys have seen. So I always just budget for 50, 50, and 50 because I never know exactly what I'm going to be spending in those accounts. So I budget for 150. This particular pay period, it actually was $296.96. So it's double what I budgeted. So I might bump that budget up in the next month in June when we do the do our paycheck budget. And then variable expenses, I always put $150 in my wallet. I always try to always put $30 in for the dogs because they've got to eat too. Our sinking funds are $58. That sinking funds right there is what we use to play with for our Monday minis, Tuesdays, and our Saturday stuff and save. This particular paycheck, I had some extra money to be able to add to my sinking fund, so I can add $20 into our Monday minis, $25 into our birthday binder, and $50 into Christmas this time. And I haven't decided if we're going to do 2 Christmas videos or just one and do it all at one time, but we were able to add a little extra here to some of our savings. So we budgeted for $250 and we were able to actually save $333 out of this paycheck. Down here at the very bottom, that's where I put the total for my bills and fixed expenses, which goes from this column to here. Our variable expenses would be this column right here that I put down. And then our debt would be the total from this section, and that goes here. Off camera, I will fill in the income and the balance because I don't like to discuss my actual income to the world. So that will be filled in later, but this is how we do a layout. And I can tell you, since I had extra to add here, we were definitely within the budget of, we exceeded the budget, but we were within the paycheck to be able to put extra in. So we did good on this paycheck. Let's look now. When we do that, we then do our cash envelope because, like I said, $333 is going to be going into our savings. And we need to know where we're going to divide it up and how we're going to divide it up. So it came from our source of income, which was my paycheck, and we're using $333. Down here for my wallet, it gets $150, dogs get $30, sinking funds get $78, birthdays get $25, Christmas is going to get $50. Off camera, I broke it all down because if you watched me break it all down like this, you guys would probably never come back to my channel again. I write it down, I screw it up, I erase, do it again. It's a process. I don't know why I struggle with what cash is needed, but I always do. But in the end, if I add these totals up, it does give me $333. That is what we are going to be stuffing into envelopes over the next couple of weeks. And if you're new here, well, and even if you're not, just a reminder, I don't like to keep cash sitting in my house. I want my money to work for me. So all of this $333 is already in the bank earning interest. My wallet money is sitting in a checking account that I use only for my wallet. The dogs, they already have a high yield savings account bucket that their money is in. The sinking funds and the birthdays, that is sitting in its own bucket, high yield savings account. That will be, as we get higher amounts, that's when the buckets for those will start to, I'll start to make those buckets. But right now it's just sitting there collecting money until I'm ready till I get $100 and I start the bucket, or $50 for each of the individual accounts. And then Christmas already has its high yield savings account bucket. So I added $50 to the Christmas account and we are up to $175 saved for Christmas. So this is how we do our cash envelope budget breakdown. We just went over a lot of stuff here. So if you're new and you would like some more information on how I do this, or you're not understanding something, never hesitate to ask. I will explain it to you one-on-one if that's easier. This also makes a little bit more sense when we start putting it into the envelopes. So, with that being said, let's get to sorting out our money. I use prop money because, like I said, this is all already in the bank. So we are going to set this off to the side so that I can still see it. Let's set it right over here. And the first thing we're going to start with is my wallet. No, first what we're going to do is, we have our money here. Let's count and make sure we have everything we need. So I guess I still need this. I slid it away and I still need it. So on cash needed, we needed 150, which we have. We need 4 20s, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need 5 10s. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We need 23 5s. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and I forgot to do this. So 23 times 5 is 115, plus we had the $50 in 10s, we had $80 in 20s, we had one $50 bill, and now we need to have 38 ones, so let's make sure that we do. Let me get some quick sort on my fingers here. And we will see if we have 38. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. And we will add that 38 and 333. So we have all the money that we need. All right, so now we can set our planner aside. And we have our money here. And let's start with our wallet. Let me raise you back up a little bit here so you can see what's going on. Get you some light so you're not so dark. There we go, guys. So I'm getting out my wallet for the week. I have receipts to scan, so I need to get all those back here in the back. And I need to scan those into my Fetch app. So every week, like I said, we do $150 into the wallet. And we will start with gas. Gas gets $30, so we do a 20 and a 10 for gas. This is all in a checking account that I swipe my debit card for, and at the end of the day, I will come home and I take out what I've spent that day out of here so I can physically look at this and see where I'm at on track. I don't have to pull up my bank app every time. I know exactly what I have in the account that I can use by looking at where my prop money stands. Takeout also gets $30, and I will do, I think I did a 20 and a 10 for that. Groceries is getting 60, so a 50 and a 1. Personal is getting 20. We're doing 2 10s and 2 5s. Buffer is getting $10, and we'll do 2 5s there. And then I have a section for my gift cards and a section for any coins that I get. So the wallet is fully stuffed and loaded. Set that off to the side. And then next we're going to get our money ready for all of our savings challenges that we do, all of our games that we play, all the good stuff. So first thing we're going to do is this week for our stuff and save. We always play with $16 on Saturday, or $8 on Saturdays, and we have 2 Saturdays before the next pay period. So we need 16 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for one Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the second Saturday. So we will put that in our stuff and save. Monday minis this time. We typically play with $15 and This week we're playing with 25. So we're going to have, we need 5, 10, or I'm sorry. This pay period, we're going to take out $50 for it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then we want 21s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And that is the money we will be playing with for Monday Minis. Tuesday Tinies, we play with $6 each week. So we have 5, 10. We need a total of 12, 2 ones. So there is our Tiny Tuesday, or Tuesday Tiny money. And Christmas is getting $50 in 5. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And why do we have an extra 5? I might have just counted those wrong. Oh, no, that's correct. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're doing with that money. All right. The next thing we need to do is for the dogs. So let's get their binder out. And the dogs get $30, and I grabbed, I'm missing a 10. I must have a 10 somewhere. I might have, I don't know what happened. Let me grab another $10. And I'll go back and count everything when we're done and see where that $10 went. So for the dogs, we are going to add $30 to their envelope. So they now have 20, 30, 30, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, $47.